Hello friends, today's practice is all about the heart chakra, the Anahata chakra, and it is located in the heart space and is associated with our heart, circulatory system, and lungs. So when this chakra is balanced, we feel love and compassion for ourselves and others around us. Today's practice will guide us through poses that will open up our heart space, allowing us to receive and embrace the fourth chakra qualities such as gratitude and compassion. So when we open up our heart, we then can be led by full love's blossoming. And for today's practice, all you will need is a mat and optional 2 blocks. So I'm excited to practice with you. See you on the mat. Come into a seated position on your mat and rest your hands on your knees. Relax the shoulders back and down with the elbows slightly held away from the body and the spine naturally aligned. Close your eyes here. Take several natural breaths. Start to notice your breath. And with your eyes closed, open up to the landscape of your inner self, to your heart. With each new inhale, notice how your chest lifts up. And watch it fall with each new exhale. Our inhale allows the front of your heart to open. Exhale softens the heart. Bring your hands in prayer position in front of your heart. And now notice how your breath is gently directed into your chest. We will take the Padma Mudra here, a gesture for balancing our fourth chakra. So keep the base of the palms, your little fingers and thumbs together. Blossom out your middle ring and index finger wide apart. Create the shape of an unfolding lotus. And here is a symbol that when you nurture the garden of your heart, it allows for the blossoming of unconditional love. What will you plant in your garden of the heart while on the mat today? Slowly release the gesture and open your eyes. Come up to a mountain pose at the top of your mat. And as you arrive at the top of your mat, look at your feet. Check that they are parallel. Place your arms next to your sides with the palms facing forward. Exhale, plant your feet deep into the earth. So when you inhale, grow your spine long. We'll start to warm up our shoulders by taking some arm circles. So inhale, take your arms out wide like wings and above the head. Exhale, bring them at or below shoulder level. Point your thumbs down as you wrap your arms back behind you. Exhale. Inhale, bring the arms forward. Point the thumbs up and reach above your head. Exhale, release your arms to the sides. 2 more times. Inhale, your arms out wide, reach towards the sky. Exhale, take the arms like wings and point the thumbs down as you reach them back behind you. Inhale, arms forward, point the thumbs up and touch the sky. Exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop and take it back. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, release your hands to your sides. Now this time when you inhale, reach up and exhale, fold from the hips into a forward fold. Pour your spine over your thighs like water pouring out of a spout that's watering a garden of flowers right in front of your feet. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Maybe give a slight bend in your knees. On your inhale, halfway up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart up, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Arrive in your dog pose and nourish this pose with your breath. Inhale, bring your right foot to the top of your mat with hands framing the foot. Exhale, arrive. Inhale, release the back knee to the floor. Find your steadiness. And inhale, lift the heart and bring your hands out to cactus arms. When you bring your hands to cactus, this closes the shoulder blades towards each other, which allows the heart space to open up more. Inhale, receive. Exhale, release the hands to frame the front foot. Pick up the back knee and exhale as you bend the back knee and straight out the front leg. Inhale, bend the front knee and straighten out the back leg. Exhale, push back, and inhale, come forward. Move one breath, one movement. One leg is bent, the opposite is straight. Begin to feel your hamstrings and your calves awaken. And end on a high lunge, and then step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward. Feel your feet. Inhale, release the knee to the mat and find stability from the ground beneath you. Inhale, lift the chest up and hands out to cactus arms. Exhale, contract your shoulder blades towards each other. Inhale, widen your collarbone. Open up your heart space and receive the garden of your heart. Exhale, drop the hands to the mat and come into a high lunge. As you straighten out your front leg, exhale, bend the back leg. Inhale, come forward and stack the front knee over the ankle, straighten out the back leg. Exhale, push back, bend the back knee, straight out to the front. Rock back and forth here and start to warm up your legs. And on your next inhale, bring yourself to a high lunge. Step your back foot to meet the front foot, forward fold. Inhale, lift up, reach to the sky. Exhale, plant your hands in front of your heart in prayer position. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, step your right foot forward into a lunge. Drop the back heel to the mat. Press deep into the balls of the feet and create stability. Inhale, lift the chest up, spread the arms wide like wings, and shine the hips towards the long edge of your mat. Warrior 2. Stack your right knee over the ankle. Big, bright breath in to lengthen your side bodies. And exhale, bring your right elbow to right knee, fingers in the same direction as your toes. Take your left hand either to your hip or stretched up along next to your ear. Gazes up or down towards your toes, side angle pose. Nourish the pose with your breath. Find a block here and place it just right outside of your front ankle. Now take your right hand to the mat or to the block just outside of your ankle. Enjoy your breath. Equally press down into your mat with both feet. Open up to something bigger. As you inhale, press out through the balls of your feet and pull the front leg to straight, triangle pose. Bring left hand to the sky or to your hip. Exhale, pivot on that back foot as you shine both hips forward, square the hips. Frame the front foot with both hands. Step the back foot towards the middle of the mat and point those back toes towards the left wrist. Squeeze the feet towards the midline between them to lift your body so it's about parallel to the floor, and bring both hands into your back pocket. Squeeze the elbows towards each other. Inhale, upper body light and bright. Extend the spine long. Exhale, fold your heart past and towards your toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward and expand your heart space by squeezing your elbows towards each other. Put as much weight in your back foot as you are in your front foot. And inhale, bend the front knee and stack it over your ankle. Bring your hands to heart center, hips are square. Warrior 1. Both feet are equally weighted and that back heel is grounded. If you're having trouble feeling at home in this pose, play around with that back leg. Shorten the stance, widening the stance also helps me. And lunge is also another great pose here. Wherever you are, inhale, release the pose and come into a downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, inhale, bring the left foot forward. Exhale, intentionally plant your feet into the mat and drop that back heel to the mat. Inhale, lift up and create a warrior two. Inhale, drink up the breath like a flower taking in water during the heat of the day. Grow the spine up and out of the hips. And exhale, take the left elbow to left knee. Arm next to the ear or hand to the hip like a handle on a watering can. What are you pouring forth? Take that bottom hand to the outside of the left ankle or to a block. Equally weight both feet. Like roots, inhale, suck energy up from the ground through the legs and into your hips as you pull the front leg straight. Stack your shoulders and reach the top hand to the sky like a plant reaching for the sun. Triangle pose. On your next inhale, pivot the back toes forward and drop the hands to the mat to frame the front foot. Step that back foot towards the middle of the mat and point the toes towards your right wrist. Front leg is straight, hips are squared, and the back heel is to the mat. Pyramid pose. Inhale, fill up the back of your heart. Exhale, root your feet down and feel the legs strengthen. Inhale, lift the chest so it is parallel to the mat and bring both hands to your back pockets. Inhale, reach the crown of the head past the toes. Exhale, squeeze the elbows towards each other and fold your heart towards your toes. Equally weight your feet. As you inhale, bend the front knee over ankle, hands to heart center, warrior one. Take left hip back and right hip forward to square your hips towards the front edge of your mat. And with your breath, weed out the tight spaces in your body and harvest the soft spaces. Create softness between your eyebrows. Inhale, unwind and come to a downward facing dog. Pull forward to plank, exhale chaturanga, and come onto your belly. Rest your forehead on your mat and bring your arms next to your sides, palms facing down and legs about hip width apart. Press into the mat with the shoelace side of your feet and press down just above your knees. Feel your muscles engage. Now slightly drop your sit bones down towards your pubic bone and keep the pelvis rooted. As you inhale, float the legs up, lift the arms and peel the heart up away from the mat. Locust pose. Lift up through your chest, legs, and arms evenly. You got it. Exhale, release. Stack your hands in front of you and rest your forehead. Take your feet as wide as the mat and just rock your hips back and forth here. Give them a gentle shake like you're erasing an Etch-a-Sketch. Now come onto your knees and take them about hip width apart with the toes tucked. Take your hands to your rib cage and lengthen up, pull up. Maintain that long side bodies and bring both hands to your back pockets. Squeeze the knees towards each other. Squeeze the elbows towards each other. Use the contraction of your shoulder blades to support the heart. As you inhale, lean back, trust what's behind you. Take one hand to your heel, pause with the breath. Bring your other hand to the heel. And from your hips, press out through your knees and lift the heart up and wide. To come out of the pose, bring one hand to the back pocket, then the other, and lead with your heart. Exhale, set the hips down between the heels and rest the hands on your knees. And like a garden during harvest, reap the reward of your labor here. Come into a seated position. Take your left hand to your right knee and your right hand next to your sacrum behind you. Tune back into your inner landscape. What's been planted? What's growing? Just take a nice gentle twist here, rinse out the spine. Inhale, unwind. Now bring your right hand to your left knee and left hand behind you. Twist your spine like a rag being rinsed. What needs to be weeded? Take a few gentle breaths here. Rinsing out your spine. Inhale, untwist. Now plant the hands in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. Close your eyes. Relax the shoulders back and down with the elbows slightly held away from the body and the spine naturally aligned. Let go of your breath. Let it naturally flow through you. Soften the space between your eyelids. Release any tension between the eyebrows. Relax the jaw. Arrive here in this pose, the pose we started the practice with. With your eyes closed, can you open your eyes once again to that inner landscape, your heart? Reflect on your practice today. What did you plant today on the mat? How was it nourished? And what will you weed out? After this practice, when you walk off the mat, what will you harvest from the garden of your heart? The light within me salutes the light within you. Namaste.